guys, David from PassTheGuitar.live here for another song tutorial, and in this video we're gonna be working on Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. This is a great first song for beginners because the chords are simple. We're using A, D, and E chords, and these three chords are the first three chords most guitar players learn right at the beginning. It also works with pretty simple strumming pattern. As you could tell in the intro of this video, I was mostly playing quarter notes, and at some point I brought some eighth notes to spice it up. We're gonna share that with you on the chapter where we cover the strumming patterns. And the chord progressions and form of this song are quite simple and easy to remember. And besides that, Three Little Birds is a beautiful song packed with optimism, and who wouldn't like that, right? Keep in mind that for this tutorial, we're covering a beginner's version of this song. And with this, you know all you need for us to begin this lesson. So if you are ready, let's waste no more time and dive right in. Let's start by taking a look at the list of chords we need for this song. And as you can tell, I already said, we need A major, D major, and E major. That's all three simple chords, but if you don't know how to play them, check out this playlist where we covered all the basic chords you need to know, including these three. Now that we have the chords, let's take a look at the strumming pattern. Let's start by taking a look at the simple one. 4 quarter notes, down strums, super nice and easy. So if you're starting to play now and you're literally a total beginner, this is what I recommend you do. And if it's too hard, just stick with whole notes. Just play one time per measure. This one will be nice. We're gonna strum down for all those hits. And it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some little thing gonna be alright. 2, 3, 4. Nice and easy. That's the way to go. But if you want to spice it up, let's take a look at that other strumming pattern I was using. And it's this one here. Now you see that I still have some quarter notes on beat 1 and 3, but now I have eighth notes for beats 2 and 4, which I get to play some up strums. So it's really nice that I keep moving my hand to the quarter notes subdivisions, so that every time that I go down and then I have to play an eighth note on the second half of a beat, my hand is going to be coming up and I'll be ready to play those up strums on the second beat and on the fourth beat. So keep in mind and focus on the way that I'm counting, not only on the sound of the strumming, because that's really going to help you. If you can say, you can play. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and every little thing gonna be alright. Down, up, down, down, up. I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial so far, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, click on that notification bell, and like this video. Now that we have the chords and we know what we're going to be using for strumming, it's time for us to take a look at the form of the song and chord progressions. And this song is pretty traditional. There is an intro, verses, choruses. In a solo section, there is no bridges. But there's only 2 chord progressions because the intro we're basically just playing A major for 4 measures. That's pretty simple and easy to remember. And then after that, we have a chord progression for the choruses because the song starts right after the intro, we head into the chorus. And there is a chord progression for the verses and the solo section. But let's start by taking a look at what we're gonna play for the choruses. And it's this one here, a 4-bar phrase, where we start with a full measure of A major, followed by another full measure of A major, and then after that a full measure of D, and we end this 4-bar phrase on a full measure of A major. And as you can tell, there is repeat sign, so we're going to play that chord progression 2 times. Now, let's plug in a strumming pattern that we feel comfortable with. It could be whole notes, it could be the quarter notes, just strumming down, or if you want to spice it up and try the strumming pattern with eighth notes, now is the time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. Back to A, 2, 3, and repeat. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and D, 2, and 3, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And that's all we're gonna do for the choruses. So nice, right? A repetitive chord progression, easy, only 2 chords, and you can make the strumming as simple as you wish. Now let's take a look at what we're gonna be playing for the verses. And it's this one here, an 8-bar phrase that starts with a full measure of A major, and then we head into a full measure of E major. We go back to A major for the 3rd measure. And on the 4th measure, we have D. Moving to the 2nd line, we go back to A major on the 5th measure. And after that, we have a full measure of E major. And this time, we're gonna go to D first. And the last measure is A major. Before we practice, I want you to notice some patterns. Although it's an 8-bar phrase, it's almost like we're repeating 4 measures. Take a look at it. Both the 1st measure and the 5th measure, we play A major. And on the 2nd measure and on the 6th measure, we play E major. What changes is the order of the chords on measures 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. And it's just that we play A on the 3rd measure and D on the 4th, and then at the end of this 8-bar phrase, we invert and play D, and then we play A on the 8th measure. So you could make a note that you're always going to start with A and then after that E. If it's the first time, you're going to play A and D, and if it's the 2nd line, you're going to play D and then after that A. It's always important to find patterns. That helps us memorize the song so we can focus on playing, right? We don't have to read on a piece of paper or on a computer on a screen in front of us. Well, now that we covered that tip, let's plug in a strumming pattern that we feel comfortable and practice the verses. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, E major, 2, 3, back to A, 1, 2, 3, and now D, 2, 3, 2nd line, back to A, 2 and 3, 4 and E, 2 and 3, 4 and D this time, 2 and 3, 4 and A, 2 and 3, 4 and. And now that we covered all we need, it's time for us to put everything to practice doing a playthrough demo. Let's go over a verse and a chorus. Let's start with a verse. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. The 3 little birds perch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. I sing it, this is my message to you. Awesome! Now let's do that iconic chorus. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright. 3, sing it, don't worry about a thing. that's a wrap for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun and learned a lot. And don't forget, if you have any questions or requests for any type of content you would like to see us covering in this channel, leave us a comment below and we'll get right to it. And if you're looking for more songs to learn, don't forget to check out our playlist Song Tutorials, packed with tons of your favorite songs that you could start learning right now. So don't waste any time and head over there. My name is David Cordero and I'll see you guys on another video.